So I just want to talk a little bit about how people get it wrong. Whether it's property, whether it's business, whether it's conventional investing. Wouldn't you agree? Huge numbers of people, and we all know them, they get all this wrong. And where do we find them? In a pub, giving us loads of advice. But I've watched people for the last 30 years. I've been a financial advisor for 30 years. And there's a few reasons that keep coming forward all the time why people get this making money wrong. And there are 8 ways that I think cover most of the ways that people get things wrong. They don't have a plan. They've got no plan at all. They just wander through life. They think it's all just going to happen. Spend it all. You ever met anybody that spends it all? Oh, I'm not going to be here when I'm 40. I'm just going to spend it all. Sod's law though, isn't it? They do get to 40. Then they change the plan. When I get to 50, I won't be here. But you know what? They're the ones that live to 101, aren't they? And they spend most of their lives flat dead broke. Or they say, do you know what? I don't need to start this now. I've got loads of time. I'll start when I'm 30. I'll start when I'm 40. When they're 50, they're really, really worried. Trying to start it at 50 is far too flipping late. Well, they rely on others. Somebody else is going to sort me out. I'll marry it. It'll come from somewhere. We just rely on too many other people to do it for us. I get this one all the time. I don't need to plan for the future. My business is going to be the answer. And I can tell you in 30 years working as a financial advisor, I've worked with a couple of thousand people over that period of time, and less than 10 of them have sold their businesses for what I would regard as a meaningful amount of money. Maybe more than 1 million. But huge numbers of people that I've worked with, they even get £100,000 for 40 years' work when they sell their businesses. So they'll rely on a business sale. Well, the worst one that I come across is I don't need to do anything. Mum and my dad have got loads of money. I'm going to inherit it. But what happens when they go into a care home? Did you know statistically age 92 is the most expensive year of your life? That's when typically most people will go into a care home. And what do care homes cost a year? 50k? If you're lucky. Just down the road from here, you could spend double that. Mind you, they've got hairdressers and a pizza parlour, put a parlour in there and everything, but you could quite easily rip through your entire life's work in no time at all, and poor little Johnny, who thinks he's going to inherit it all, doesn't get anything. Or they end up loaded with debt. You ever been to a property seminar when they just say, don't ever repay your debt? There are property coaches out there that tell you don't pay your debt off. There's a day of reckoning eventually. It might work for a while, but you've got to get rid of your debt in the end. Or you have all your eggs in one basket. Now, I'm sure none of you guys in this room do this, but you know some people, they buy whole streets. What's his name? He bought half of Liverpool, buying terraced houses. Might be working, but he's out there coaching now, isn't he? Makes you wonder, doesn't it?